this before I start. Another spontaneous live. Well, so I've just started a new, well, not yet, but I'm starting a new round of gesture drawing for people who want to join. And we are doing, at least, well, I'm still going with my old challenge, but people in my Discord are starting a 6-month challenge again to see if they can do 61-minute gestures every day. And well, I am currently on day 130. Yay. I'm just gonna share my stream, it'll take a second. Okay. As you can see, I've added faces here, which if you're starting out, don't add faces and like details like this. But I've noticed that my gestures started taking these took 30 seconds, and that's not 1 minute, so I decided to add stuff like torsos, like top of torsos and shoulders and faces, because I don't know really how to I still struggle with drawing faces, like how they are attached to the body. So I figured I could practice. I'm just gonna open chat because I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. Okay, there we are. I'm now gonna start, I think. It's time. I hope you can hear me well. Maybe I should speak up. But let me know if the audio is okay. If I'm not on mute again. Okay, that should be good. Alright. Maybe I'll just show you again how I do this. I use the site Line of Action, and the settings are so you can do only nude models, or do both. I've now clicked both recently since I covered all the poses and I want new ones, and the covered ones are mostly just in underwear, so it's fine, you can still see the pose. And then I do adults so I don't want to draw babies. Standard interval 60 seconds, and you can do 60 images, but I do unlimited because sometimes there's a pose in there that has it's completely covered by clothes and I have to skip it, But this is how I started, and now I will not show you anymore because what if naked people are on there? I will get demonetized. I'm not monetized in the first place, but you never know. Alright. Now it is a bit hunkier since I cannot have my reference close to the page, so it's gonna be a little bit wonky. But okay, so notice how I have my hand. Oops. Like this. It's the overhand grip. And it's awesome, but it's difficult to do it when normally my drawing board is tilted. And it's a bit harder to do it like this, but we persevere. Yeah. Oops, I forgot. muted. Ugh. They're trolling me. You got me there for a second. How are you today? On this Tuesday? I like to add in the details later, just because I still have time. Still have like 20 seconds. Can draw a face. It's like a quick little anatomy study. Okay, there we go. I always start with the head and then torso, legs, arms. Most of the time I do a weight-bearing leg first, which kind of shows how the weight is distributed, which will make your figures more believable. But yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Just filling the last seconds. I always get the squash and stretch of the torso. That's the most important gesture of the torso itself. And for the head, when you have the time, I like to indicate the nose and the ear. But you should start with just indicating direction like this. That's basically the same thing. Or you don't even have to do that actually, you can just use a little circle. That's fine. You can indicate direction with the torso and legs and arms, where they go. The butt as well. I don't know why I said it like that. I like to do the feet a little like that. A lot of people like using triangles, but I like using flat lines. And for the arms, I always do the underside of the arm. I didn't do it here, but I mostly do the underside of the arm first, in like a straight line or like a hooked line, and then the top line as more of a, wait, no. Okay, so that depends. But I like to do one angular line like this and one a more flowy line. Okay, 5, 6. Hello, how are you doing? Pro Deep Edits. sometimes you get an upside down reference and it's difficult. When I started out, I had no idea how to approach these, and nothing would give me answers. Is it live? Yeah, it is. It is. At least. Or is it? You know? What if it's pre-recorded and I anticipated this question? But no, these upside down poses, they still give me struggles, as you can see. But I'm getting better at them, I think. If you just simplify it, that's the most important thing. So also keep in mind that I am not a pro at this. I have done them for 4 months, but I can still learn a lot, actually. Oops, like this. This is not how the arm goes. When I'm adding in the details, I like to switch my grip again. But yeah, don't add in details unless you've you know how to get the basic form right, and then have time left. Spare the details for the anatomy studies on the side. Neat. One of the struggles you will, if you do this challenge, you will come across is filling a page with an exact amount of poses. Maybe it's even harder than the challenge itself. It's difficult. Alright. 9. This one's fun. Okay. 10. Like now I have to get small because I have to fit 15 poses on here. And I already did not plan this correctly. That's okay. It's fine if like a few of your 60 daily gestures are a little tiny. There are 4 people watching in the stream. She seems to be making conversation with herself. Oh, I'm good at that, don't worry. It's also kind of for the VOD, because there's this, like I said, there's this new round of people joining a gesture challenge, and I can imagine them wanting some material to like actually learn from. So I can link them this, and it will be a little bit bad, but at least it's coming from someone who has gone through the pain that they are going through. I don't mind. I'm not much of a talker, so I like to listen. Look, that's good. I don't mind either. By the way, CCVA, you're joining as well, right? If I can recognize that user correctly. Yes, okay, great. Man, it's gonna be so fun. Like I said, I'm so excited for new people to join again. It's been so long. It also gets me motivated to maybe do more anatomy studies again. Because I remember at the start I also did like arm studies aside, and it helped my gesture drawings, which is a good thing, but it was also a lot. Not good at English that much. I don't really comment on anything. That's fine. That's completely understandable. English is not my first language either, and I struggle with it as well. But I also struggle with my native language. It's just a slight speech impediment. And I have to give a presentation in English, a big presentation, an academic one next week. So wish me luck. That's 14. Speaking of which, how can you speak English that fluent? Oh, thank you. I guess I have a lot of online friends who do not speak my native language, and I study English literature, which also helps, and my entire like school program is in English, so I kind of have to speak English a lot, like, and I have a lot of international friends at school as well, so it's basically just exposure to the language and having to write so many essays. Like I get the vocabulary from reading books, writing essays. Makes sense. Yeah. but I still have a pretty bad like Dutch accent sometimes, especially when I'm tired, and it irks me, but it's fine. New page. Oh gosh. We're already 50 minutes in. Oops. So, how many languages can you speak? Okay, so there's a difference between being able to like speak it and knowing like one sentence, right? But if we go off like one sentence, I can speak Dutch because that's my native language. I can wait. I'm gonna pause this. I can speak English almost just as well as Dutch. I can speak like a few sentences of French, but it won't sound well. Like it won't sound good. And I had like 6 years of it in high school, but I can only say like in my room you can find the bed to the right, or like I want a croissant. And I can speak a little bit of German as well, but only a little bit. And I know like a few words in different languages, but that doesn't count as speaking at all. And I had 2 years of Latin and Greek in high school, and well, those are dead languages, so you're not really, well, I had ancient Greek, not like modern Greek, which is very different. But ancient Greek and Latin are both dead languages, so you're not really meant to speak it. I would not be able to anyways. I can barely read the Greek alphabet anymore because it's been so long. It's been like 6 years, I think. 7. I tried French through Duolingo. Was my personality for a while. That's very real of you, actually. I did not like... I liked the language, but I did not like the teacher I had. And, yeah. I swear I stopped. I feel like I'm the interviewer asking to answer some questions before starting work at a company. Yeah, am I hired? Can I start working? When can I start working at your company where I have to speak many languages? Yeah, I feel like a lot of Europeans are able to speak at least at least 2, most of them like 3 languages. It's crazy. Nice work. Of course not. What the hell? My language skills are not good enough for you. Well, I guess I'll have to brush up on my Spanish. That's fine. How many languages can you speak? Now I'm curious. My gestures are getting weirder and weirder. Oh my god. What's even going on here? That's fine, by the way, for, try some, you're not qualified, try some Asian languages. Yeah, the curriculum for Asian languages is almost basically like non-existent here. At least not in high school. So I would have to, how to turn tables. No. Yeah. I would love to learn Mandarin. I feel like I like to learn like non-Latin alphabets. I like learning the Greek alphabet. It was fun. And I can see myself trying my hand at it like a few years in the future. But right now I have too many things. Like university and art is taking up all of my time. Fun time, but it's a lot. Like I actually have to do some homework still today because there's a deadline and I forgot to do it early, so but it's easy. It's just a few hundred words. It's nothing. Came across this in my recommendation. Felt like an underrated gem to me. Peak. Thank you. Hello and welcome. So now I've been doing gesture drawings for like 4 months, every day, an hour, every single day, and it's kind of crazy, but I'm starting well, a lot of people in my Discord channel are Discord server are starting to do it as well, and I'm gonna motivate them. By the way, for CC, I'm just gonna call you CC if that's okay. Let me know if you want me to call you anything else. But a lot of people are gonna ask you if you're okay, if you're like mentally okay when you tell people you're doing this. So be prepared. I've been called insane on TikTok so many times. Think about how many aura points can she get when she travels around the world. Well, yeah. I need to know every language, I think. That will be such a fun skill, though. Glad you're actually responding. Hope you get better more. What country are you on? I'm in the Netherlands, so Dutch over here. But thank you. I still have... Wait, I'm not counting this correctly. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I am. Okay. I always lose count. But, I've been doing this for 4 months, and the whole challenge is 6 months. Well, I've been doing it for over 4 months, like 130 days. So there's like a little over 50 days left. And I don't think I'll be able to stop, actually. It's become such a routine. But oh well. We will see. 23. Something tells me people have been concerned for you. Yeah. Yeah. Like, actually, my real life friends have like contacted me, like, are you like genuinely, is this good for you? Like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm having fun. This is awesome. Do you also learn anatomy? I do, but not daily anymore. It used to be daily, but now I kind of do it intuitively, where I'm lucky that I'm interested in learning anatomy, I think. Like someday I'm just like, okay, now I want to learn how arms work, because I just get frustrated that I don't know how they work, you know. So then I draw a few arms, and I hope to, like, I don't have the time to sit down and study them like I used to. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna show you. Can I show you? No, I do not have my sketchbook on me. But I used to do like very structured studies of like specific parts of anatomy, and it helped me loads and loads. Oh wait, I can. Okay, I have to take down. I'm so sorry. Getting closer. It's in here. I forgot. You can call me Cece. Okay, that's good. Just tried the 13 gesture drawings. Definitely understand how this will help. My god, it's rough. Yeah, definitely, like, for sure the first month or two is gonna get rough. Right now, like, the last, like, 2 months, easy peasy. Or at least a month. You still have days, like, one day I got food poisoning. It was awful, and I could not sit upright for more than, like, 15 minutes at a time, so I had to do them in intervals. Awful. With the overhand, first time no less, and on paper instead of my usual digital. I'm so proud of you. That is a big step. That's so good. If you look at it through a non-artist perspective, I think people would think you're some kind of psychopath. Yeah, well, everyone has hobbies, right? Alright, so watch this. This was from 2 years ago. I was a little bit insane. This was in the summer, so I had all the time in the world. I was unemployed. My god, okay, I was studying Bridgman. By the way, on YouTube, the Bridgman Bootcamp by Marshall Vandruff. Free course on YouTube, amazing. I studied that, and I think this is mostly Proco videos where I took notes, but I have to be careful because there are gonna be new drawings in here. Nice hand. I wrote down the bones as well, which is, oh god, which is very funny. This is a very obvious Bridgman study. Here, more. So cool. I love this. I wrote down, like, the muscle names. Hello, Sketchy Boy, yes. Looks cool. Can't believe you're generous for sharing that. Yeah, of course. And I just have it lying around. What do you mean I can't stare at people and doodle my sketchbook? Trying to study how humans behave. That is so true. Like, when I was doing this, I got, like, really into anatomy studies. I did them, like, for, like, 4 hours a day for, like, a week. It was crazy. And then I couldn't look at people without, like, studying, especially when you're studying skulls, right? I couldn't look at people without looking how their bone structure was, like, beneath their faces. It was a little bit crazy. Okay, so here I've finished the bootcamp. And I remember drawing this one, and I was so hyped for it, because this is my own arm. I was, like, looking at it in a mirror, and I could construct it with just looking at, like, a real hand, and it was crazy. And fun fact, I posted this on Twitter, and the artist of the Spider-Punk comics said he saw my improvement and that he liked it. And that freaked me out. It was awesome. So here you get, like, the nerd side of it. You don't have to do all this, I don't think. But it was fun and it helps. And I studied joints. It was crazy. Spine, pelvis. I'm starting to see why people would be concerned. Listen, this was 2 years ago. The fact that I color-coded it is really taking me out for some reason. This was when I know why it's, like, so school-ish. It's because I had a gap year. I was out of high school, and I didn't know what to do without, like, having to do homework. So I guess I just made this homework. This is crazy. What the hell? I'm now kind of concerned with my past self, but triceps. I don't think I've made it past, these are cool. Past the legs. I think I just did the torso. Because I can still feel the damage of when I did not study legs that one time. Yeah, oh no. Whoa, okay. They won't check it, right? These are recent. These are not anymore. Not 2 years. Lots of skulls. Like these skulls. These are great. More anatomy stuff. This was last year, like 1.5 years ago. Not the color coding. You draw better when you're copying something or with your imagination only. It depends on what you define as better, but if you want it, like, if you define it as more accurate, definitely, like, copy. Well, it's using reference, I would say it like this. This is all from reference, by the way. Not a lot of these are from imagination. These are also from reference. These are, like, studies. You should also always, like, when you can, use reference, especially when you're studying. Like, it's impossible to do anatomy studies without using reference. And this is actually not a photo reference. This is a master study. So this is from a like the artist Jacques Caillou, I don't know. He drew this from a real life reference, and then I drew what he drew. Basically. But I'm still really proud of this one. It's kind of crazy. Okay, and this is more recent. We're getting more into the comic art. Perspective is awful in this one, but oh, these are my first gestures. That is cool. So, you see these? These are gesture drawings, if you can believe it. And this is how I started, which is kind of crazy. And this is how I'm doing it now. Like, the difference is insane. And I also, oops, I'm smudging it here. These might look more detailed, but in these ones, I actually, like, understand what is going on. Wow. That is incredible. Ooh, and these are drawings I did for an artist, a musical artist I really like. These are feet. Listen, you have to learn anatomy, alright? Gotta learn every part. And this is the most recent study I never finished. And some thumbnail study composition. But anyways, I lost track. These are value studies. Those are also fun. Anyways. It is time to continue the gesture drawings. Recent ones are, these weren't 1 minute gesture drawings, right? They were. These ones, oh wait, where are they? These ones were 1 minute. I was, like, cramping to get everything in. It was awful. This is why you should do them simplified. Like, you are so busy with, like, trying to get everything in that you don't actually get, like, focus on proportion and what do you call it? How the weight is distributed. So definitely keep it simple. Good morning, Casa. I wish I could reach the end of at least one sketchbook. This is the longest I've ever done over a sketchbook. This is like 2 years, but I only use this one for studies. And I finished these. I have finished one big one of these. Wait. This one. This is the gesture drawings I did from February and March, which is they look so weird here. Like, so different and detailed and not well. But I finished this one in a month. And I finish, like, these tiny sketchbooks. I have, like, 5 finished ones of these. And I finished this one in a few months. I used this is the most recent one. I still drew in this was from 1st of January. They always, like, fall apart. But they are Very fun. It takes me a while, but I am physically unable to not finish a sketchbook. This is the first time. I have 3 sketchbooks right now, and it is kind of killing me. I'm usually messy when it comes to gestures since I'm seeing it with no structure, but it still looks fine when I get my proportions right. The details feel much more easier after that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've learned that if you get like the basic figure in like this, and then when you still have time you can still add whatever you want, right? Like I like adding the face now since yesterday. I've been doing that because it's funny. But these ones take like 30 seconds. I kind of didn't they weren't 1 minute anymore. So I just started adding details after. But it's important that you do it after and not while you're still doing it. So yeah. Let's continue. This is such a lively stream. Thank you all for being here. And Cece, if you ever have any questions, you are very welcome to ask them either in the channel or in DMs. I'm always open to give feedback. I personally looked for like critiques on my gestures at some point because I was kind of lost and it was like I think 1-2 months in and I was like, am I doing this wrong? They look like this, right? And I was like, well, these do not look like the gestures I'm seeing from pros and I don't know how to fix it. So I got critiques. Is it night or day there? It's day. It's like 1. It's like 12:30. What's the meaning of life? Alright. This let me answer that for you. So, no. God. This reminds me of school. I study literature, but it's also like big part philosophy. And it's fun. But my God. I would say the meaning of life is subjective, and it is. I think you can impose meaning on life, or you can deplete it from it. It's 6:30. What? 6:30 p.m. Wait, so that's. I'm trying to figure out where in the world it is 6:30 right now. Is that like Asia? So, well, Asia's very big. That is not really narrowing it down. It's later, so it should be to the east of where I live. Maybe India? Of Chikawa? Yes, that's the cute little guy, isn't it? I know Chikawa. I don't know much of the lore, but I have certainly heard of him. Southeast Asian. Southeast Asia. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Hi, I'm new at drawing and I want to draw a portrait. Can you say what I can do? Honestly, look at a face and try to replicate it as best as you can. And especially if you're new at it, just have fun with it. Like, it can look goofy, but that's, part of the fun, I think. If you want to get better at it, I'd say look at some Proco YouTube videos. They have way better advice than I have. When do you usually stream? I feel like I'm drawing at the same time as you. I barely had anyone with to draw beside me. So unfortunately for you, I do not really have a regular streaming schedule, but it would be around this time, and maybe I don't think I will stream much in the summer, unfortunately, but in the next weeks, maybe on like Monday or Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday, perhaps, but not in the weekend. Yeah, meaning of life is to draw Chikawa and friends. Yes, you should join the Discord. Meet new friends. Yes. I'm trying to figure out how you can draw. Okay, wait. If you want to join the Discord, we have lots of artists in there, and it's getting active again, and you can find it. I can just link it in the comments. This is okay. 1 second. I will send an invite link, copy link, to the comments, and you can join, and we can draw all the time. I do wanna hang in VC more this summer, because I think it will be fun, and I also do not have a lot of real life. I was gonna say, I do not have a lot of real life friends, but I mean artist friends who like to draw with me. So doing it online is the best solution. It's also why I made the Discord channel, so we can have fun and draw with each other, because I think the biggest motivator as a young maybe beginner artist is having other people who are also having fun and drawing, because it's just fun. You can show each other your work, and yeah, which is why we're doing the gesture challenge with more people again. Because doing it alone, especially I don't think I would be able to do this challenge alone when I'm just starting out. Like I've been doing it alone for like 2 months now, and it's fine because I have a routine now and stuff. But when you're doing it with people, it's just like you can hold yourself accountable to when you're not motivated. You're like, oh well, but I have to show these people that I did it, right? So then you do it. It's great. Wait, what is going on this page? Normally, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is 14. I just drew them smaller. Okay. Sure, means a lot. Looking forward to this more. Hell yeah. Welcome. I'm surprised you haven't lost your sanity. Me too. To be fair, at some point, it got a little crazy, because I had to get my wisdom teeth removed, and so luckily I don't know if it's luckily, but in the Netherlands you don't get the anesthesia thing where you get like zoinked, but you do, well, it does hurt. So I did them while I had to do them, like I had to get my wisdom teeth removed in like 2 separate dates, because like one side and the other side, right? And twice I was like, okay, I have to finish my gestures. It was early in the morning, so I couldn't do them before, and I had to finish my gestures when the partial anesthesia was still working, so I wouldn't be like down from the pain. But what happens when your mouth is like completely numb is that it feels like super weird. So I had to do the gestures while like half of my mouth was just like hanging on by a thread, and it was really weird. But yeah, it does show dedication, I guess. I remember the time when the last person, Ruts, said, yeah, I also have to drop out. I was like, wow, I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna be alone now. But I made it. I'm still here for some reason. And the thing is, see, what happens when you draw an hour every day, especially, this is like a warm-up exercise, right? For your hand, at least. So if you have to, oh, by the way, big advice, do them first thing in the morning, because you will get like hyped to draw for the rest of the day, and it's great. I don't know if this is like an ADD or thing, but personally, when I have to do something in a day, I have to start it in the morning, first thing, to keep the ball rolling, and I cannot take any breaks because then I'll stop forever. And when you do this with gestures, it's on your mind like the whole day. So the whole day you're like, I want to draw now. I want to draw more. I want to draw like anatomy. I want to draw other stuff. And it's great, but and some days you cannot do that, right? Because some days, at least for me, I have to write like 1,000 words for uni, and then I have to start with writing, because otherwise I will not be able to finish my writing for the day. And those days are less fun because sometimes I only do the gestures and not other stuff, which kind of bums me out because I like drawing so much. Like, I actually got addicted from it. Not gonna lie, this is one of the dangers you'll be facing. You might get like genuinely addicted to drawing. This is not a joke. I wish it was. But if I do not draw for like 4 hours, 5 hours, like, if I, like, there's a time frame of 5 hours where I do not draw, I have to draw. Like, I get almost like itchy. I start seeing stuff. I saw a vacuum cleaner and I was like, I have to draw that. Well, the only way I can remain consistent is if I had something to lose. Yeah, and thing is, when you're doing it with loads of people, the thing you have to lose is your dignity. Your dignity. It's like, it kind of sucks when you drop out of the challenge, right? I can imagine, well, I can't imagine, but no, I can imagine it feeling kind of, you feeling kind of bummed out because you have to admit that you stopped. So you have to, make sure you keep going, basically. Tried to do this because I saw PewDiePie be a great artist, but didn't last 3 days. Yeah, the thing is I have to say, it's gonna be very difficult if you don't already draw multiple days a week, realistically, because I think, like, the start of this year, I was like, I'm gonna draw every day this year, and because I need to get industry ready by, like, in the next 2 years. But the thing is, you will get burned out if you don't already draw multiple times a week. At least, there is a very high chance you will burn out. The first month is the most difficult, and I think I kind of, the challenge was doable for me because I had been drawing for every day for 2 months already, and an hour is a big leap. It is. And like, there were days before that where I drew for like 10 minutes. You have to kind of ease into it, which is why this challenge might be a little difficult, but you will have to push through it if you really want it. I think there will be days where you feel very unmotivated, and yes, it is important to not get burned out, but if it's just like, I think, at least I said this to myself, if I feel like very demotivated for this for more than 5 days, I will drop out. If it's 2 days, I just have to push through it. Because there is no way that you can do this challenge without feeling demotivated for at least 3 days in a row. Like, this will just happen. But pushing through it might actually help, but don't push yourself too much. And I feel like if I had Ethan Becker or Gordon Ramsay yelling at me, I'd definitely stay consistent. Yeah, for sure. I love Ethan Becker's videos. Such tweaking without daily dose of drawing. Yeah, me. I can yell at you if you want. We'd be joining Art Fight. Probably not. I made reference sheets for 3 OCs, but I have like 9, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna give up. Like, somehow I can do this, but preparing so many OC sheets, awful. Yes, I do digital art. I do a lot of character art digitally. Like, I draw my OCs predominantly digitally. I can show you. I can show you on my phone. Yeah, no, okay, wait. So, let me see. This is something I did digitally. It's for a band I saw. And, yeah. And I also I do my commissions digitally. Sometimes do a digital portrait. This is of my D&D OC. I've been following you since you draw a little tiny Markiplier in your sketchbook. No way. Wait. Do you want to see it? That sounds weird. I don't remember in which sketchbook it was. I can look. Okay, so it wasn't this one. That was a while ago. Not this one. Should be this one. Yes, okay. That has been truly almost 2 years, huh? Okay, here it is. The original. Did you look at that? Tiny Markiplier. There he is. This was in Inktober 2023. That's been a while, man. Yeah, there they all are. The front-facing one always cracks me up. Amazing. Oh, was that the bite of 87? That's crazy. That's a while. Thank you for staying through all the crazy times. I had no idea there were more. Yeah, I filled like the whole sketchbook with it. That was a time. I remember finding out, that was my first like actual very viral video. And I found out in the train, because it happened overnight, right? And I never, like, do you call it when you get up late on accident? I never sleep through my alarm, that's it. But that day I did, and it was awful, and I had to rush in the morning to get to school. Because, like, to get to school, I have to bike for like half an hour and then take a train for like an hour. So I wasn't able to look on my phone until I was in the train. And then I saw that not only on TikTok, but no, I don't remember exactly, but it started like going extremely viral on TikTok, and then also on Instagram, and then also on Twitter. Nobody's gonna believe me. I can believe you in what? That was so crazy. I remember people, like, mutuals, people I knew on the internet, telling me, yeah, I'm staying in line for this concert. And so I told these people that I knew the Markiplier meme person, and they were like, no way, I saw that video. Like, what do you mean? Like, everyone remembers it. Even people from, like, new people I meet. Sometimes I say, like, yeah, I made that one meme, the Markiplier meme. Oh, that were more tiny Markipliers. Yeah, there were more. There were more. All this time. Yeah. I recently had my most viral video since that Markiplier video. It also got like 1 million views. And it's just me using my free will to draw a weird ass scene. I don't know if you've seen this, but I just drew like a weird scene of a few cowboys discovering a dead fish, and then another fish like standing between the legs of a cowboy, and he said, my wife, she said, my wife, I decided that they were gay fish, but and that fish, she said, my wife, and people were amazed, especially on TikTok. Like, every time. Fun thing, I posted about this challenge happening again on TikTok, and the thing with TikTok is that I will say something like, join this challenge. The only thing it requires of you is to draw for 1 hour every day, and then the people in the comments, they will be like, I would love to join, but can I join if I don't have an hour? It's like, there is one requirement, and I just said it. Gay fish, what more could you possibly want? Exactly. TikTok thought this as well. It was very funny because it got me 3,000 new followers. Gay fish Yuri. It got me 3,000 more followers. It was so funny. Yeah. And if people thought that art piece was weird, I feel like my drawing from imagination art pieces are gonna get weirder even, because I just started watching Twin Peaks. I don't know if you know David Lynch, the director, but his series and films are always so weird, and I love it. But I feel like watching Twin Peaks is gonna make my art at least very weird. Just one requirement. Still could not follow through. Yeah. It's like, you know that meme, well, it's not really a meme, it's more like a genre of videos where people will share a recipe of like banana pancakes, and then someone in the comments on TikTok will be, I love this, but can I make it without the banana, and also without the flour, and also without the sugar, which is like the 3 ingredients or whatever. It's like, well, no. just try a different recipe. And it's very funny. Because I can only imagine them being like kids, right? They're either kids that see something and are like, oh my god, this is the only way I can make anything cake related. I want to do it now, but I don't have all of these ingredients. Or it's like a mom who genuinely thinks that's the only like recipe she can find that day or something. I don't know, but it's funny. I love her energy. Go girl, give us nothing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's so funny. I like to quote it sometimes. Yeah. I've been distracted for so much of this stream that it's... Wait. I don't know how... We've been like this stream has been going for more than an hour, and I have only done 41 minutes of gesture drawing, but it's fine because I'm having fun. There's so many people joining, even though I did not advertise the stream on like Instagram or whatever. That's fun though. Thank you to the lurkers. I see you. I don't see you, but thank you anyways. Do you know that video this is maybe too niche, but there's this video of actor Shamar Moore he's in Criminal Minds, and there's this video where he's like, I see your comments. It's like, I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect it. This sounds very weird out of context, but wait. Can I just show this? I know I have it saved on my phone. I probably can. Who's gonna stop me? 1 second. It's in my reposts. Yeah.
I see your comments, ladies, and they make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect it. But lately I've just been taking care of my business and getting my grind on, but I promise you, I'll be back to play and get my flirt on. This one's for all my babies.
It's so funny. This one's for all my baby girls. I'm lurking. Oh, it's so funny. I think about that every time I thank people on the internet. Not to be weird, but you know. That was such a weird video. Why did he say that? Have you seen the videos where people start saying how to make recipe with know this, know that, and just randomly starts rapping? I hope you mean rapping. I have not, but that sounds very funny. $34. We are getting there. Just 17 left. Maybe in the summer we can, I don't know how, if people are like willing to hang out in VC on Discord, but we can do the gestures all together while in call. My favorite one is Looney Tunes cartoon where Daffy yelled at a mom and said, "Your son looks like a girl." I love that one. Your son. That's every time I draw a male OC, because I'm not really, like, I have to fix how I draw manly men because I'm kind of bad at it. They all look very feminine. So I always think of that video. Your son looks like a girl. Okay. Last 15, yo. This has definitely been my most chaotic stream. I don't know what's going on. I've only had 1 coffee today, which is not a lot for me. I don't know where this energy is coming from. It's actually from not drinking enough coffee, I think. I always get like a little bit hyperactive when I don't have coffee, which is weird. I'm down to VC by the summer. My quality would be ass though, because my laptop broke. Fair. My mic quality is also ass because I use my wired Apple earphones? What'd you call them? Earphones, I guess? Apple. Yeah. Or I use my headset, which also does not have great quality. But you can understand me, I believe. I use it to call with friends sometimes. I think it would be fun. Coffee. I love coffee. It is helping me through this challenge for sure. There's this video game. I don't play a lot of mobile games. I actually don't play them at all. But there's this one, you know, the very famous Good Pizza, Great Pizza, where you have to make like pizzas and stuff. The makers of that, like of that game, the creators made a game called Good Coffee, Great Coffee, and oh, it's a good game. Such a good game. I love it. See, this is a weird gesture. When I get this pose, I always cry a little inside. It's fine. I hope you can see what's going on. Don't drink coffee at all. Just raw talking through life. You know what? Good for you. Don't start. Don't start thinking about tomorrow. They make coffee, yeah. Never remember how to make a damn cappuccino. There is a cappuccino in that game? I only make lattes and like Americanos. The Americano is with just espresso and hot water, and the latte is with espresso and steamed milk. I have all the recipes memorized now, and I'm on like day 50. When I'm not drawing or studying, I am making those damn lattes on Good Coffee, Great Coffee. I'm like what's the audio? It's like a working mom who has 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. Do you add the milk first or espresso? Yeah, you have to add the espresso first, always. I like the pizza game as well, but it's just I'm on chapter like 3 now. I don't know. I don't remember. But like I have pineapple and shit. But what bothers me is that everyone wants a damn pizza with everything on it, and it's unrealistic, first of all, because why would you want like 12 toppings on your pizza? That's just ridiculous. That's just greedy, I think. And then the pizza maker has to like tap, 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 tap. And I think that's awful. Why would you do that to them? Pizza game was nice. Yeah, now I want pizza. Me too. Every time maybe that's why I'm addicted to coffee. No. That predates the game. But I always get hungry for pizza when I play that game. That eggplant toppings. Exactly. When they want their supreme pizza, I'm like, get away from me. Or like, I want the no grain, no pain, where that means that they want everything. Like, what is wrong with you? And now I got to the point where I have the delivery app. And then you have to make pizzas while you also make the other pizzas. And it's just so many pizzas. It's like, I feel like whenever I close that game, I feel like I've finished full day of work. Keep distracting you, no worries. I'm having fun. I can multitask. Look how cute this little hand is. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I was just drawing out of frame. Casually. Oh man. Where am I? 50. Only 10 left. Isn't that crazy? What time is it? Okay. I can keep going. Not all day, but for a little while. I have this big commission I'm doing right now. It's a character sheet of a D&D character of someone. And it's really cool. But it takes a while. Also, a thing you will come across while you're doing this challenge is so many of the same poses, and you will have to get used to it. Like, I feel like I've done every single one of these poses. Sometimes I find a new one, and I'm like, whoa, how? Like, I have literally, wait, I'm gonna calculate how many gestures I've drawn. It's I'm like 130 times 60. 7,800 gestures. Well, technically 7,790 gestures. 91. That is crazy. That's almost 8,000 gestures. Oh, in 4 months. Wow. This can be you. This can be you in 4 months. Honestly, it flies by. Like, the first months it doesn't. Not at all. But right now, I'm like, it's 4 months already? Like, it feels like a few weeks. I honestly wish I was doing it with a more experienced gesture drawer at the start. Like someone who has done the challenge before. Do a single handstand gesture? Well, I would have to get the correct reference, but I can try it without a reference. Okay, this is the simple handstand gesture. Yes, I am, James B. Whoa. I saw the video when it came out, and a friend of mine, well, at least, they texted me, and they were like, you're gonna do this with me. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And then we got together, like 13 people, and we started doing it, and it was great. And now, 4 months later, I'm the only one left. And I'm starting a new round with my Discord this summer, starting this week. And I've been doing it for 130 days. But I will try the handstand gesture now, especially for green second. I always do gestures with reference, so this will be weird. But I have drawn a handstand before. This is going to be a bit of a big one. Okay, so the legs are tilted, right? Let's say that comes forward like this. That looks a bit off, but you get what I mean. The head is down here. Arms should be a little bit. Something like that. Awesome. Doing with others sounds great. Motivation. I kept it up for a week, but I want to give it another go. I have the link to the Discord. Wait, I can send it again. You can join. It's very fun. There's, I think for the second round, I posted it this morning, and I think already about 8 people are joining. Wait, let me check. Announcements. 9? Yes, 8 people are joining the second round already. And I will link it. So join if you want. It's gonna be lots of fun. And I have already said to the other people, I will be there for the whole thing to give free motivational speeches and like tips and stuff. Even though I'm not a professional quite yet, but I have been through what you guys are gonna go through, and I've also gotten critiques from a professional multiple times, which told me that I am doing it correctly now, so I'm a little bit qualified. Just a little bit, though. You have to take everything with a grain of salt. That is the one condition. It's gonna be so fun. Oh my god. I'm so excited. 55. I'm in it. Oh, you're in it. Okay, that's great. Oh, that's perfect. Boop, boop. Yeah, shout out to Vil on YouTube for motivating me to do this challenge. I believe they also have a Discord with people doing it, but it's a lot of people, and everyone is like on a different day. So I feel like maybe people on the same, like doing it with a lot of people who are on the same day can be more fun. Helicopter. Sweet, I'll join in. That's great. And we have 10 people. Oh, yes. Last time we started with, 26. With 13 people. We will see how many people will last. But even if you're only able to do it for like a few weeks, it'll still help. And I've seen great improvement in a lot of people. It's really cool to see. I don't know why I've been able to do it for so long. I've always been very competitive. Maybe that's it. Or it's just because I'm hosting the server. Do you know, guys? The challenge hasn't started at the moment. Yes, exactly. Tune in, stay tuned for the announcement. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. Exactly. You're doing my promo for me. Thank you, Cece. But yeah, subscribe to me on YouTube. I barely use it, but sometimes I stream. And every once in a while I post like 3 videos in like a month, and then I stop. And it's so much fun. Oh my god, you have to subscribe. Whoa. No, but the streams can be fun, I hope. This one's almost coming to an end. Ooh. Bye. Thank you for stopping by, Green Second. I hope you have a great day. Have a great day. Only 2 left. Two left. Whenever I have a space like this left, I always hope my next reference is a sitting one, and it never is. And then when you want standing ones, they never are. It's a struggle. But oh well. This is so fun. Like, I think the most fun part about this challenge is definitely not the drawing it, like the gestures themselves. It's what you're able to do apart from the gestures. Because I saw a guy at the train station a while ago, and I wanted to draw him, but he was like walking past. But I looked at him, and I can draw a walking motion like from imagination, and I know like shapes, how they work from imagination, and I could draw the guy like completely from imagination, and it was awesome. It was like, wow, art does get easier. It really does, and that's what they don't tell you guys. But it does get easier. Yes, you will always find, like, there will never be a point, probably, where you will be completely satisfied with your art. But that's the wonderful thing, because once you're satisfied, you can improve anymore, right? Looking back, seeing how you've improved over years, definitely. That's crazy. Want to see an old sketchbook? I'm done now, so I can show an old sketchbook. Hello. I don't know who you are, but welcome. I can show you some old art. It's gonna be fun. This is a sketchbook from 2021 to 2023, so that's 4 years ago to 2 years ago. And oops, I hope I didn't just dox myself with a concert ticket. Probably not. But whoa, okay, so these are actually poses I did for when I had to make a portfolio for art school, which I applied to and then got rejected from. Super fun. Wow, these already look pretty good, but I knew nothing. There's some autographs in here, like from my Minecraft YouTube days, like Rambo, Dave, and James Marriott as well. Drew a little smiley. Okay, so this is when I had my webcomic, and I did a lot of storyboarding in here. Two cute birds. Whoa, these are actually pretty cool. Like, when I look back to it, my art was already pretty good at this point. I just didn't know, like, I didn't understand any of it, you know? I didn't know how this arm worked. Now I do. Now it's way easier. I love gorillas, as you can see. Percy Jackson, Hawkeye. Oops. Okay, this is actually the book where I started my studies, I think. Yeah. Spider-Punk. This is the... There's a lot of fan art in here. Oh god, you are Knuff. That's crazy. Yeah. Some hands. This is where the anatomy studies began, with the Bridgman boot camp. It's pretty cool to see. Hello. Hey Nova. Welcome. I'm home because of the NS strike. Taking a break from doing my homework right now. Yeah, fair. I'm sorry, but the stream is almost finished. I finished the gestures for today. But I'm just showing some of my old art to yeah, this is what my poses look like. I think these are gestures or attempts at them. Yeah, these definitely are. The difference is insane. That is actually kind of crazy. The NS strikes are really... Damn. I know people have like class today in my school as well. These gestures are... These are funny. Like, they are pretty good for a beginner. What? I said... Why did I wrote down there's a fucking mosquito, please no. Yeah, this was me 2 years ago. I was 18 years old here. Drawing. This is a good one. I actually recognize this one. I feel like I've drawn... Wait. Maybe I can find it. I've definitely drawn this one as a gesture drawing multiple times. And I can just find it, probably. Hopefully. That will be the last objective for the stream. Find this one pose. I don't think it will be better than this one because this, well, the leg is a bit wonky, but I'm like 100% sure that I've drawn this pose. But there are so many gesture drawings to look through, my god. Whoa. I feel like I can recognize it pretty quickly though. It's been a while since I've drawn it, I think. At this point, I don't know if I'm improving. I don't know if my gestures are improving a lot, but it's still a great exercise to maintain and to get warmed up. I don't know. Whoa. Okay, so I think it has been a while. Maybe it's not in this book anymore. Wait, no. Oh, I don't think it is. Ooh. Am I remembering this right? Huh. It gets a bit blurry sometimes when you see so many poses a day. Well, it just keeps going. Alright, so I guess not in this book. Well, then I'm gonna give up on finding it because the other books are in my closet. But, well, maybe it's in this one, but this is just such an... Whoa. Ew. That's for a protest. Yeah, no. Okay, well, you'll just have to believe me. I think that... Okay. Well, this was fun. Okay. Yeah, that. And I think I'll end it here, though. Because I have to do my homework. By the way, Nova, if you're still here, I will probably be able to finish your commission on Wednesday. I'm still, like, working on the big commission, like a big character sheet, but that will take me a while still. And I don't want the month to run through. So, yeah. Alright. Thank you all for stopping by. Cece, I will be active in the Discord for the rest of the day, probably. And I think we will come up with a date to start the challenge officially. But thank you so much for hopping in. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you.